I had just made it to week 2 of Ludwig's Flying Aces when I was informed of what my next challenge would be. To break a record in a video game. And hearing this immediately put me into a tailspin. I had no clue how I could accomplish such a feat, as while I've been a member of the esports scene, speedrunning was something I've never even really tried. How could I possibly succeed with such little time? I knew that with what I lacked in pure gamer skill, I could make up with pure shenanigans, and so I instantly began digging through my game collection looking for something weird or niche enough that I could weasel my way onto the board. Passing game after game, franchise after franchise, until settling on the WWE series of games. I felt that since the series was a yearly release with minimal changes each year, that the speedrunning community would likely be spread thin, sticking with the fan favorites or the most recent release. And my game theories seemed to be correct because looking at the slog of the middle of the road games, I quickly found some good options to speedrun, eventually narrowing down my choice to WWE 2K15's John Cena Proving Ground run for the PS3/Xbox 360. I went with this for several reasons. One, it was short, it could be beat in under a minute. And two, you just fought John Cena, which I found to be an amazing speedrun category. It had only one submitted run, made by the pioneer of the John Cena frontier, Tony Pizza Guy, and I immediately studied his run to learn his weakness, so one day I could eventually best him in the trial of fire. But instead of fire, it's a 6'1", 250-pound man. Tony's plan for the run was simple, but super effective. Lure Cena outside the ring and proceed to launch his skull into the ringside barricade for a quick ring-out disqualification win. He polished nearly every part of his play to perfection, but there was one variable he didn't quite master that gave me the chance to steal his crown. Cena himself. You see, in 2K15, the CPU can respond to an opponent leaving the ring in several ways. One is where he just stands there. Another one, he may taunt you from inside the ring. And finally, and ideally, he may approach the ropes and go over the apron to meet you down on the floor. Even if you get Mr. Cena to join you down below, he may instantly decide to go back in the ring and then once again out, which is what happened in Tony's run. If I wanted to beat Tony, I needed to get John out of the ring faster. After several failed attempts, I found that if I sprinted across the stage and then do a sliding exit, John will not have to walk as far to leave the ring, and thereby leave the ring quicker, saving me a precious second. Meaning all I had to do was wait for a good run, and that record was as good as mine. Good reversal. Crucial. Alright. After failed attempt over failed attempt, eventually that good run came, and I was able to beat Tony's time by a mere second. That's the run, baby! Yeah! Immediately, I began to scream it to my mic on stream, peeking it over several times. As I closed out the game, saved the clip, and proceeded to submit my run on speedrun.com. In 3 weeks' time, you may be looking at the #1 world record holder in the John Cena percent speedrun of WWE 2K15. And yeah, I know it's a niche category in that there was only one person I had to beat, but this is still huge for me. This is my first time ever trying to legitimately speedrun, and to get the world record on my first sitting, no matter how small, it makes me feel good. No matter how this Ludwig tournament turns out, I know that I get to walk away with at least one win. I mean, not everybody gets to put world record holder in their Twitter bio, and that's how I managed to break a speedrun world record for Ludwig's Flying Aces. Peace and love, Icer the Clown, signing out.